This is a video just reviewing our close reading strategies that we talked about today in class. In class, we started with this warm-up where we're just looking at different ways to solve a word problem. And you should read the problem more than one time. For example, the first time you just want to read the entire problem. And then when you read it through again, you want to underline the question and number the steps if there's more than one step you need to take to solve the problem. Then, it's handy to circle information or numbers that will help you answer questions. And box any actions you'll need to take to solve the problem. So by now you've read the problem 3 times. Next, the 4th time you read solve the problem and then reread the problem to make sure you've answered the question. So I'm going to model that little skill here with this problem that you see below. So using only the numbers and symbols on the tiles provided below. So what I'm doing is I'm right here and I'm just going to model the close reading strategies. So first thing I'm going to do is just read the problem. I'm just going to read the problem and nothing else. So using only the numbers and symbols on the tiles provided below, fill in each space to write an expression that can be used to solve each problem. Next, solve each problem. A. Julia, Thomas, and Lynn want to buy their friend a birthday present. Julia has $8.42. Thomas has $3.54, and Lynn has $6.51. How much money do they have altogether to purchase a present? So I've done the first read. Now I'm going to read again, but I'm going to underline the question and number the steps if there's more than one step that I need to take. So using only the numbers and symbols on the tiles provided below, fill in each space to write an expression that can be used to solve each problem. Next, solve each problem. Julia, Thomas, and Lynn want to buy their friend a birthday present. Julia has $8.42. Thomas has $3.54, and Lynn has $6.51. The question is, how much money do they have altogether to purchase a present? And when I looked through that, I noticed there was a few things I had to do. I have to fill in each space to write an expression that can be used to solve each problem, and then I have to solve the problem. So there's 2 things for me to do. Fill in to create the expression and to solve the problem. So I've done the first read, and I've done the second read, and now the third read. I'm going to go through the problem again and circle information or numbers that will help me answer the question and box any actions that I need to solve the problem. So using only the numbers and symbols on the tiles provided below, I have to, that's an action, fill in each space to write an expression. And then I have to solve each problem. And I'm going to circle the important information, like Julia has $8.42, Thomas has $3.54, Lynn has $6.51. So now I can solve the problem because I have this in my head. So I know that when I'm thinking about all this information, I just need to add it all up. So I'm going to first fill in each space, step 1. So I'm going to take Julia's money, $8.24, and I'm going to add that to Thomas's money, $3.54, and I'm going to add that to Lynn's money, $6.51. So it looks like I have some scratch work to do. 824 plus 354 plus 651. I'm going to add that up, carry, and I get $18.29. I'm going to check my work one more time. 4 plus 4 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 5 more is 12, carry the 1. 8 and 1 make 9, plus 3 more is 12, plus 6 more is 18. I feel confident about that. So fourth, I'm going to reread the question to make sure I answer, reread the problem to make sure I answer the question. So the question is, how much money do they have altogether to purchase the present? And I did answer the correct question. So that's using close reading strategies. So if we look at those again, we underline, we read the whole problem, we underline the question, number the steps to take if there's more than one step I need to take, circle the information or numbers that will help me, box actions, solve the problem, and reread the problem to make sure I answered the correct question. So if I look at the second problem, and I wanted to do that again, a lot of the stuff in the second problem is done. Like the actions and the things that I have to do are already taken care of. Since this is a part B, I have to do the same actions and steps. So I'm going to go read this part. Kai's puppy, Shadow, received 3 vaccines at his first veterinarian appointment. One of the vaccines cost $10.25, and the other 2 cost $8.49 each. How much do the vaccines cost in all? Well, I know that it's important that there was 3 vaccines. I think that's useful. And one of the vaccines, one cost $10.25, but 2 cost $8.49. So I have to think about that. I know that the $10.25 vaccine, I just have to put that here, and I'm going to add that to the $8.49 vaccine, but since there's 2 of them, I could say plus 2 times $8.49. And we talked about using some mental math skills in class today. Like, you might think 850 plus 850 in your head, you might be able to do that in your head. It's just $17. If you can do that mental math in your head, you should. And then since it's $8.49 plus $8.49, this right here is just going to be 2 pennies less, $16.98. And then we're going to add that to $10.25. So we did the multiplication before the addition, and now we're going to add these together. So maybe some scratch work, $10.25 plus $16.98. 13, carry the 1, 12, carry the 1, break down the decimal, $27.23 is my cost. I'm going to reread the question. How much did the vaccines cost in all? Oops, I forgot to underline that. But when I'm rereading, I realized I forgot to underline that, and that just helps me zero in on what I'm supposed to answer. And I did answer the right question. In all, the vaccines cost $27.23. And then the next thing we did in class was we practiced those skills on either a level 1 problem or a level 2 problem. So I'm just going to do one of these. But we're not going to do all of them together here. So I'll look at part level 3 here. Number 3, I'm going to look at the level 1 problems. Select a total of 2 problems to solve. So we're going to just do one on the video. The higher the level, the more difficult the problem. Use your close reading strategies. So I'm going to do this one that I noticed some people had questions in class with. I'm going to select this level 1 problem. So I'm going to read the problem. Ava has a $20 gift card to spend on an online store. The table shows the prices of the digital downloads that are available. The music album Ava decides to buy has 12 songs. Is it cheaper to buy the music album or the 12 songs as singles? What's the difference in cost? So I've read through the problems. And then you need to look at our close reading strategies. Just to keep a reminder, I can put this into dual page mode. And we're going to underline the question and number the steps if there is more than one step to take. So when I read the problem a second time. So Ava has a $20 gift card to spend at an online store. The table shows the prices of the digital downloads that are available. So certainly I want to make sure I look at this table here. The music album Ava decides to buy has 12 songs. So here's the first question. Is it cheaper to buy the music album or the 12 songs as singles? And the second question is, what's the difference in cost? So the things that I need to number, there's not too many different steps here. So I guess for me, I'm going to number looking at the table. And then I'm going to solve the problem. So unlike the first page, there's not tons of things. But I think I would have to answer this question before I answer this question. Now I'm going to circle useful information. So the table shows the prices. So I know Ava has a $20 gift card, so that's important. The table shows the prices of the digital downloads that are available. The music album Ava decides to buy has 12 songs, so I need the cost of a single song. And I need the cost of the music album. But I don't really need the cost of the other things, so I don't need to look at those. Is it cheaper to buy the music album or the 12 songs as singles? What's the difference in costs? There's not really any actions that I need to box. So now I'm going to go back to that other page. Just make sure I've circled any information. There's nothing really specific to box. So I'm going to solve the problem and then reread the problem to make sure I answered the right question. So what I know is that Ava starts with $20, and that's useful, but it doesn't really help me answer this question, is it cheaper to buy the music album or the 12 songs as singles? In fact, I know the music album. This is just what Ava has, the $20. But the music album, that's $10.49. Really, the work comes from should have circled that now that I'm thinking about it. The 12 songs is important. I need to take the 12 songs and think of the single song and multiply 12 times 0.89. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10. I'm going to put my placeholder in. 8 times 2 is 16. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. And then I'm running out of a little bit of space here, so I'm going to add 108 plus 960, 86, 10. And remember, there's 2 decimals here, so I'm going to come in twice. So 12 songs costs $10.68. So the cheaper one is the music album. So I'm going to say the album is less expensive by, and I have to figure out how much less expensive. So I realize I don't really need this at all. We didn't use it, and that's okay. But I do need to subtract the cost of the music album from the cost of the 12 songs. So $10.68 minus $10.49. I'll do some borrowing here. And it looks like I have 19 cents left. No dollars, but 19 cents in change. And so, even though I thought this was important, I'm going to cross it out because we don't need it. So, I've gone through, and by doing careful reading, even though I circled a few things, I realized what I really needed to focus in on was the 12 songs and the table. That's how you do a leveled problem with close reading.